Paul Fenter is champion. Alex Moore from 4th place becomes champion. Chris Heineke is champion number 3 in the Porsche. Mohad Musa from Project Vapor is champion. And we have another new champion, Ryan Ottens. And out of the last corner, Henry Mayer becomes champion number 6. Andres Rodeo does it, champion number 7. Good evening everybody. The mics are on. We've got some special guests in the Discord chat this evening. The qualifying is just about to start, but our previous season 2 champion, Andres Rodo, is in the box with us this evening, as well as Mr. Emoji himself, Adrian Bond. We all know him as AD and love him as AD. But gentlemen, season 3, it is finally here.
Yes, it is.
Very exciting stuff. Let's see how this goes.
So, Andre, we're just going to start with you quickly. You would have been our defending champion, understanding that we haven't had a double champion just yet. So, the reason why you're unfortunately not racing?
Yeah, unfortunately, just due to timing schedules and stuff like that, it's just unfortunately not the case. It would have been great to put up a fight. A really tough fight, especially with everyone on the grid. It's you know for a fact it's going to be a very enjoyable roller coaster of emotions. But yeah, it's just unfortunately things don't align, and yeah, so we just have to take them as we go.
No, 100%. And AD, we decided to get you into the comms box, having done a little bit of racing yourself, but
Yeah.
you're now on the other side of the show.
Yes. Fantastic. Good to see. Thanks for having me. Hello everybody out there.
Well, gentlemen, I'm sure we all can continue with our introductions, but I want to tell you the first qualifying is just about starting. So let's just jump across to that live screen and see exactly what is going to be going down. And the reason being is 39 entries here this evening, and a big thank you to some of our new sponsors that have come on board. NAG, once again, the primary sponsor and title sponsor for the season. Then a new name, Pablo Clark Racing, has joined us. Some very interesting things happening there, as well as MSR with some parts to make sure that the stream is up and running, and our SARCO livery. Let's see if I can find where is Ruan, because I did see him out on track. Ruan, where are you? No. Okay, so I thought that was Ruan. It is not Ruan, but Bet Zazel Design customized our SARCO livery. Absolutely fantastic. We will be just updating the details in the description, so you're able to check it out. But Andre, this flying lap, 1 lap qualifier, you've seen the positive side. It has been the negative side which has assisted you in terms of getting that championship last season. How important are these 1 lap flyers?
Incredibly important, especially mentally speaking. because we always have like this gnawing thought at the back of your head every single corner you go onto your flying lap, you know, because you're always trying to make up the most amount of time in such a short time span. It's a very unique quality in that sense, because there's such little like margins for error, because yeah, apart from the fact that it's one lap, it's also one lap on tires that are not 100% ready. So you have to have that at the back of your mind, because we always, you know, practicing lap after lap, but not necessarily the one lap and then calling it. So that the heat cycle especially is very important to keep at the back of your head, and it's more about keeping your head cool as you're going through each corner, and making sure that you reasonable enough where you don't overshoot, but at the same time not taking a Sunday stroll. So it's this really fine balancing act, and it just makes it really, really, really unique in these circumstances.
And the reason we say it was so important is the championship, the last season, we literally had Mohat Musa going into that last race, into his qualifying, that one lap, started at the back, and he just wasn't able to gather that momentum. He would have essentially needed a second place to finish behind you, but one driver between, and that essentially was the difference.
Yeah, it's actually quite insane how something like this can either make or break your championship. And especially when if you're thinking about this in the one lap like circumstances, right? It's literally, if you invalidate, it's not even like there's one thing is making a mistake and your lap is much slower than you were anticipating, for example. It's another where you get invalidated, and now you're starting at the back, and now you have to tear your way through the field. And especially with some of these SARCO races where it's sprint races, it's the last place you want to start. You know, when there's maybe strategies involved, it's a bit more salvageable. But when it comes to these sprint races, it's incredibly risky to go balls to the walls, because you know you can make one wrong foot,
yep,
and then there we go. You're back at you're right at the back, and now you have to make your way through the field, and people are not going to make it easy for you. And yeah, it's just it becomes a really big uphill battle. So you have to be on it from the get-go.
So
happy to make a quali. I always evaluate a lap, but then I just go for it. Like, yeah, well, if it happens, it happens. But you know
exactly.
what?
Exactly. That's even something that, like we say within the team, is that it's more important to get that time down than it is to get the quickest lap time out there and risk going out. Obviously, none of us really listen to that, because we always try to out-qualify each other. So yeah, it's how far you're willing to go in these circumstances where you're like, okay, you know, I know it's logically speaking, it's a good idea to hold back a little bit, but at the same time, I want to be right at the front. So it's a bit of a push and pull.
So, guys who, sorry, so the guys who are on the chat, please help me. I'm trying to get our timing up here on our board. For some reason, I can't find the button, so I'm not able to see what lap times we're doing.
Oh no! That's a bit of a...
And that's only because we've changed our system just a little bit. And that's because we have taken away the ACC TV complete overlay, so that we're able to see if there are any penalties or that sort of stuff that comes through. So we have turned it off. Currently, all I can say is that if I look at the top, currently it's Chris Heineke who has got the fastest lap of a 141.8. Second is Jason on a 142.6. Ulrich de Jacob 42.7. Etienne Matong 42.8. We've got Henko Vandenberg who's just done a 41.6. But I actually can't show these to you because I keep pushing the buttons randomly, and I can't find where it is to change the menu on the HUD.
Yeah, that's a really good poll. What's a provisional poll at the moment in these conditions? Because especially when these conditions start out, it usually becomes either fast or green, and then slowly develops to optimum. So to do that like quite early in the session, it was a pretty good time.
Oh yeah, and it's hot out there for sure.
Especially in the day temps at the moment, it's looking quite
Oh
toasty.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
So,
gonna have to ask the question. Am I supposed to see the quali? Or
listen, that was a great subtle hint there.
I see Charles has managed to qualify third.
hey man, I'm hitting you, man.
141.
Come on.
I think he managed to achieve a 141.9. I think both of the Heineckers have also passed the start-finish straight, and so has Farmer.
Well, gentlemen,
So-
you can definitely see that it's the start of the season, only because a few little cracks in the armor there, like me thinking that I've got everything completely under control. Meanwhile, I don't.
So tight at the moment.
Hey,
It's
hey,
so
we have
tight.
talks here.
Yeah.
Hey, Toad, can I ask you a few questions, man?
Oh,
How's it
well, I
going?
don't know. Yeah, good on you.
How was
Okay.
your lap, man? How was your lap?
Average as usual.
and,
Fine.
and how do you think you're gonna do for the race?
I just want to have fun. It's my
Yeah,
first sort of
brilliant, man.
season in the McLaren.
Nice.
I keep on wanting to say Aston because I'm so used to it. It feels like I'm cheating on a girlfriend. But yeah, I think it's time for something else.
Yes, coconuts. But anyway, I don't want to take up too much, man. Good luck for the race talks.
Yeah,
Enjoy, man.
Let's hope for the best.
Yeah, man. Awesome.
Enjoy. Cheers,
Nice,
guys.
man. Thanks, man. Thanks for your time.
Bye.
Yeah, back to you, Bill. Sorry, man.
No worries. So I realized that I can actually show Isham Domingo currently first on a 41.8. Second is Henko, so he's dropped down 41.6. Third place, Ruan Heineke, 41.6. 66. So 0.02 is the difference there. Farmer in fourth place. Chris Heineke in a fifth with a 41.8. Charles Darden 41.9. David Farrell 42.0. So we're down to 7th place, that's 8th place, all the way down to 10th place, and there's a second between there. Coming around the last corner now is Justin Lotus. Let's see where that puts him for the Alpha 1 Esports. So that puts him up into 8th place.
Nice.
Or that third sector, or that middle sector of his. I'm assuming the yellow means it wasn't really his personal best.
Correct.
Happened in the middle. Yeah, something happened in the middle. Oh, Moaf goes to provisional pole.
That is correct on a 40.77.
Whoa.
Tariq Adam, we still need to see him cross line, but 44.77. That's James Bond stuff right there.
I didn't expect us to already be going into the 40s as well. I thought we were going to stay within the 41s. Yeah, no, that's a very tall order. Let's see though. Tariq Adam is an incredibly talented driver, especially in these qualifying sessions. So let's see how he does in this one-shot qualifying format. There's very minimal room for error. And as he comes to the start-finish straight, let's see what he does.
Oh, yes.
Whoa, takes another 0.2 off the time there for Mohat. So definitely the challenge is on. Mark Hennebury out on his flying lap as well. And guys, thank you so much. Those comments are all coming through. Brandon Santos is saying round one, let's go. Rin Heineke saying let's go. GSRT. Antonio Gamble saying here we go. Mohat Musa. Andre looking good. Nice. Jean-Ray Puerta saying evening gents. Andre goes racing. Isn't that you?
Yeah, it is me.
There we go. Jean-Ray Puerta saying let's go GSTR, let's go SARCO. Rin saying in the pits that when we're looking for him. So good luck for the season, gents, from Chris Heineke. Dread Veresta saying yay, go Fred. Wayne Bond is here as well. Look at that. Chat is a bit soft compared to you, Dylan. Yeah, we'll lift them up. We got Susan Pillay saying a CV, a DB. Flying man, well done. Andre the Great, 22. Lekker, Christian, Henko, and Justin. Welcome, guys. And Dylan, you're a chop. Thank you, Flip.
Hey, talking about chops, the prize was there.
The
When
prize
we
was
picked up
there.
booty
The prize
rolls.
was there.
Yes. Yes, I've heard about this booty rolls. I can't wait for these goddamn booty rolls. It's gonna be good. With some hot sauce. You can't forget the hot sauce.
Okay, we're just waiting for the server to just kick over to the race.
Sure.
I do still need to figure out how I'm going to get the timing up. Like, Where-
Clarence, quick.
where is my Google search quickly?
Yeah, I was about to comment on the current standings. It's the top two are like almost the second clear from the rest of the grid, which is it's actually quite insane. Especially considering I did not expect them to go into the 40s. I thought it was at most going to be the low 41s, but clearly Moath and Tariq Adam have genuinely just like they've surprised me. They've ruined my prediction for the point.
They killed it.
Yeah, man, now they're making me look stupid on air. But yeah, no, the top 10 has been quite close. From P3 to
Wow,
P10.
look at
it's
that.
been tense.
This is a fantastic grid.
It's an
33.
incredible standings, yeah.
Oh. Alright. We're about to start.
We've got 1.5 minutes to go, and then maybe if I can see the little cheat code on how to change
Alright.
the dash. Let's see.
Oh, well, even though we are racing in Kyalami, at least I know the length of the whole track is 4.58 kilometers. I know you got 16 corners in total. Your overtaking points will be turn 2, turn 5, 6, 7, turn 8, turn 10, turn 13 and 16. So that should be interesting. How people are going to approach that one. All the drivers, should I say, sorry. Them peoples.
Yeah, we're going to see a few dive bombs being thrown here and there, especially on this first lap.
Yeah.
You have the people who usually just save their tires, and then you have people who they want to get ahead off the get-go. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to navigate through.
No, man, I can't find out where's this coconutting button.
Yeah, and the packs, you just got to keep it cool, stick to your line.
Oh, here we go. I might have
Don't
found
make
it.
too many crazy freaking actions. And
Yeah.
pray.
Most important. It's a very how can I say that your senses get very overloaded when it comes to like the first lap, especially when it comes to like such a close bunch and they're all just everyone is basically looking out for themselves. So the last thing you're kind of looking for is to like let people through. So you're always trying to get like the better line. You're always trying to see the gaps and go through them. And yeah, so the cars are starting to come by the start finish straight.
Here we go.
I'm gonna start soon. Getting ready.
and-
Intense.
And let's just see that we have tried a new penalty system, so there's a compounding effect on lap 1 incidents, and what we're trying to do is just make sure that is green lights, and we are currently racing here at Kyalami, round number 1 of our season 3, and so far a side by side as they go 3 wide into turn 1. So good for now. Look at that, guys, and that's how you get lots and lots of cars through together. Little bit of contact, and that was unfortunate because those two were side by side. A little bit of a touch on the outside, and just one of those very unfortunate things. But away we go. So the track is now open for the guys to now slot in that single file and start getting the racing underway.
Yeah, Moath is trying to glue to Tariq Adam at the moment, trying to make sure he's within the draft, just to keep up with him in these opening laps. And then we have Isham leading the rest of the field. It was looking really close back there. Yeah, it's starting to bunch up. It's like a train, and Isham is the leader of this train. I think this is Heineken now. That's also quite close to Farmer at the moment. And yeah, it's starting. It will start spacing out after the.
Ooh, move to the inside. That would have been a great move there by Chris Honecker in the Bentley, and right behind him, because he now put himself under a little bit of pressure. It's the two Alpha 1 Esports drivers, Justin Lotus and David Farrell, now got right on his rear bumper.
Yeah, I don't know if he tried to make a move or just tried to show him that he was there to maybe get him off his line, spook him a little bit, or he was just trying to avoid him because he might have broke a little bit later than expected. But yeah, so far, so clean. I think that was a pretty good lap one.
Oh, yes. Minimal mistakes.
Chris Heineke, I think, went wide there. Still manages to hold on to that position going into turn 5 now. And these two are still glued together. They are inseparable. You know, Martha's just trying to keep up with him in his obviously first few laps, and then try build up from there. But also Tariq Adam is definitely biding his time. He's getting into the rhythm of this track, and he's trying to get a feel for it, because the track on the race is it feels different to the session of qualifying. And also with the added fuel, it's a very different feeling, and especially these drivers are used to the one-shot quali fuel load, and now they have to get used to the race fuel load.
And you can see all the way down the field, so we're now looking at 13th place, and it is still a single file, guys right up on each other, little battles, little bunches are starting to happen. And it's just about looking for the opportunities and possibly having a go. We've got Mfera in a very, very interesting coloured acid. Oh, that BMW was a little bit wide. So that was Robert Stoltz, a little bit wide, coming down the hill out of turn number 11. But
Darden made a move for a position back there as well. So people are going to start moving up now that the race is stabilized a little. This is also quite a tight battle. And people are obviously going to start... Ooh, oh, that was close. That's not a great place to make a move in.
Sorry, I just wanted to jump here quickly, because this was Amaris having a little rundown on the inside through the mine shaft. Going side by side, and
he went on the grass.
Just touching the grass on the outside. But look at that. A very interesting place, and Morris able to get that move done and dusted.
Nicely done.
Oh, Porsche. Nice.
Now he's taking a move.
On the brakes, Morris again, another position up. Will he be able to get that car turned in? The BMW will have the inside now. Morris leaves the space, but is away freely.
Yeah, slowly making progress here. This middle, the middle of the field is really bunched up, and there's clearly no breathing room. It's very much whoever makes a wrong move, or whoever, like a lapse of concentration, as we see Matthew making a move. Will he make it stick?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, great move.
Nicely done. Good on the power, good on the exit, and now he's going to try catch up with his teammates and see if they can clear Heineke.
And that's a pretty good shot there for the Alpha 1 Esports team, all three of them in a row. That's Justin, David and Matthew, all circulating together. Quickly just catching up to the gentleman out in front, Tariq. 1.3 seconds is that gap he now has ahead of Mohat Musa. But we saw that Mohat, that last lap, he had the fastest third sector. So it is vital that he stays just within that second. He will get a little bit of that slipstream advantage and is able to continue his chase on Tariq.
Yeah, he's just biding his time at the moment, not really misplacing, just making sure he keeps up with him, and that's what's important, as we see Jason brake a little bit later, but still managed to keep it all tidy under braking as he continues to follow Alfred.
And Chris Heineke on the back of Jason Farmer. Chris now within half a second, and I'm just loving that slick racing Bentley. I must say, it looks absolutely incredible.
Yeah, very vibrant colors here. It makes it very easy to spot in the crowd of tussling cars, and you can see that the 3-car train of the Alpha 1 cars as they follow one another. And I think it's Matthew that's being pounced on at the moment by the McLaren. I don't know if you'll be able to hold him back in that braking zone. He manages to hold. Yeah, he manages to hold him at bay. But the issue is this kills your time when you're continuously fighting and you can't really catch up to the people up front. It really does start to affect your race and your tire wear, especially because when you have to go offline, that's where there's very little rubber. It's not been rubbered in, or it's where the marbles have been as well. So it's not really desirable to continuously fight, especially so early on, if possible. Together and then just move your way up the field.
Alright guys, we're going to plan number B. I couldn't find the button, so we'll just have to put on the old screen. So we do have a very interesting floating track numbers there, so we'll just have to get rid of those, but rather let's have the timing up versus having the track map. And now we can actually start seeing what's happening in terms of the distance between each of the drivers, which I think is a little bit more important. So Jason Landsberg in 14th place, so down one from where he had qualified, is looking to try and make a move on Ulrich de Joche just ahead of him. Just say that Jason is a little bit slower. You see that little white warning flag that he's got on his name. And it looked like there was Charles and Johan VDV had a little bit of a contact a little bit earlier on in this lap.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, it happens. It's obviously about the severity of the context as well. You know, it's obviously we're always trying to like keep this damage to a very, very minimum. Obviously, for the just overall pace of the lap. If the more damage you accumulate, the less you get out of it time-wise. So it's obviously always very avoidable. Sometimes you can get away with it. It's very interesting. Because it's either net code or just how the game works. But yeah, these two have been tussling for a while now with Matthew and McLaren.
Alright guys, so I know that there's been lots of comments that have coming through, and some of them saying Nipster44 saying let's go Vandenbergs, Ruan Hanneke saying good luck all, Dread Vista saying good luck everyone, Andre saying good, let's go gents. We then got Dread Veresta saying what happened to Fred? Well, here's Fred down in 28, so obviously something had happened early on in the race, because down 11 places, that's not exactly where we want to see him racing. But chasing up Timothy Gomez, new driver here at SARCO. So welcome Timothy. Looks like Morris is making moves, because he is currently 22nd and up 8 places from where he had qualified. So a great run there for him.
Very good.
He's having a strong drive there for sure.
Yeah, especially with you can see the visible damage as well, and especially in a car like the Porsche that's very twitchy and very difficult to control. To manage all of this is quite an impressive feat. So yeah, good to him. And yeah, these guys are still going at it. This is the issue that comes in with a track like Kyalami, is there's very few proper prime time overtaking zones where it just becomes very much a follow the leader and make sure you do not get caught out in dirty air or a simple mistake or misjudgment.
Isn't that a Spurs song where it goes follow the leader, 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 follow?
Is a throwback and all?
I'm pretty sure it is. So just in terms of our race leader, with 14 minutes left to go of race number 1, the one of 2 races here this evening, Tariq, 2 faster sectors there for him, and just starting to open up a bit of a gap, 2 seconds now between himself and Mohamed Musa in 2nd place. Then in 3rd place, Sean Domingo, he's having an absolute cracker, and I must say, over the last 2 seasons, Isham's pace definitely has got up there. Really awesome to see. Henko, the new driver, having joined us, and cameraman Tim's a little bit confused there. There we go, back in shot. Currently in 4th place with Ruan Hanneke in the SARCO livery. There's just something with a green car, and you can instill that Mamba fever. Jason Farmer in 6th place, not letting Ruan get away, and right behind him is the train of Chris Hanneke, Justin Lotus, David Farrell, and Matthew there in the background, just dropping down just a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm just noticing at the moment is Chris Heineke. It's a very difficult car to control, the Bentley, especially with the. It's a very quick car, but tire life on that thing, and also just it's a very heavy rear car. So in general, to be doing this well, consistency wise. The Griffin guys, it's been a very big tussle, tooth and nail, to make sure that they just continue going, because this is a sprint. There is no pits, so track position over here is incredibly important at the moment. And here comes Mark, the fastest sector one.
Not only that, fastest lap time of a 140.5. Oh, little snap there of the rear there, so that's just going to hamper his exit. You can see that cost him 0.5 of a second, and that's just having a snap of the rear. But Chris Heineke looks like he's going to try and make a move here on Jason Farmer, because he's now right up the rear.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, he's taking a sharp line, and you can see just close the gap in the braking zone. And I was expecting him to half expecting him to throw a dummy and then just see if he could get him off his line. But yeah, he's really leading a charge at the moment, and those Alpha 1 boys are licking their lips at the moment. They're waiting for these two to make a mistake so that they can pounce.
And pouncing exactly what they want, and this is part of the problem, is that between, not that I wish any one of them a bad luck, but you can make that little mistake, then all of a sudden you get 4 cars right on you taking advantage, and then you go from sitting in 7th place and you're dropping down to 11th in the matter of just one corner.
Exactly, and it makes it very difficult. As mentioned, at the start of the race, where we are talking about if you get an invalidation, it becomes very difficult to claw your way through the field. And this is one track where you'd rather be more content with having track position, because it's going to be difficult to get high.
So that's Tyler Scott having a look on the inside. Brandon sees him coming, keeps the door open, and I must say that Mustang is looking a little bit bruised and battered there from Brandon. But let's just go back here. Some more things happening because Matthew Wadeley has now dropped into the clutches of Christian van der Berg, and Christian putting lots and lots of pressure onto the back of that Alpha 1 esports driver.
Yeah, these guys have been going at it for a while now. They were trading blows earlier, but now they've just kind of stabilized the gap, and Matthew's trying his hardest just to make sure he stays out in front at least. And it will be the sure best way to keep him behind. But I think that all of this holding up is now just allowing Sean to get into the mix of it, and we might be seeing a 3-horse race very, very soon between these guys. Ooh, that's some dirt. Did he go off track? Yeah, he went off track. He had made the mistake.
Oh,
he lost 2. He lost 2 positions.
And here we go. The replay is working as anticipated. Oh, hit the curb on the entry. Yo, that was close. That was close. Well, look, I must say, great recovery there from Matthew. That could have been a lot worse.
I believe I can fly. Yeah, there for sure.
Yeah, that would have been calamity. That would have been very much calamity. And it shows very much how the Ferrari suspension works, especially with how stiff it is going through curves. And that middle section is just full of curves. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's
and in the sprint race, your time is short, but that short time can feel long. Exactly.
No.
Especially when you're trying to catch someone, or someone you're defending, or you're trying to catch, it's just,
exactly what I was long. Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say, where it's like you feel like you're just going backwards, so it just feels like counterproductive, and it's just like I just need to get on with this. And yeah, I mean, even with for example, the battle with Tariq and Muath at the moment, that must also feel really aching and long, because now they have to just go push every single lap to make sure that, like, you know, that one of them comes out on top. It's yeah, it's a constant uphill battle. You don't have time to breathe.
No, you don't.
This for me is the most important thing, is that Mohat is currently the fastest on the track. So 140.535. Okay. Tariq, his best is a 140.537. So 0.002 quicker is Mohat. But from an average point is that Tariq is just taking that 0.1, 0.2 here and there every lap.
Yeah, I think that's the most difficult bit. I think there's a battle at the back happening. It's between a Ferrari and some other car. I couldn't see too well, but I think they might have sorted themselves out already.
These two.
There we go.
Yes. So I think Matthew's trying to.
Whoa! Yeah, that's what happened. Yo! That was Sean really missing that braking point, and I don't know how he got through and how he got to manage to get that car stopped, but he managed to get it stopped and turned in, and absolutely amazing. They've fight another day. Sure.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was good avoidance from Christian. Well, it's like it was really bad. It was really good spatial awareness from.
Oh, little move to the inside. Okay, I thought he was going to stick it in there. So obviously just having a little show and sticking out. Like, I must say that for me, this is always like a really interesting place to overtake. You just got to trust that guy's going to open the door. And I'm not seeing many overtaking points there now. You just got to get that good drive, go through sunset. And as your opponent starts moving to the left, you just stick it, move it to the right, you just stick it on the left there and just hit those brakes hard. Oh, he's battling to get this Mustang slowed down now.
Yeah, you can tell just like how chunky of a car that thing is. It's just refusing to stop. And now it's kind of opened it a little bit for Matthew so that he could like kind of follow through, but I don't think he has enough straight line. You see, the thing is with this camera, it's really deceptive because he looks a lot closer than he is. But yeah, this little battle here has been so enjoyable to watch at the moment. It's just tooth and nail stuff.
Oh, here comes the Ferrari. Oh yeah, it's becoming a three-way battle now.
Yeah.
Four-way.
With Ulrich and Jason Landsberg.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Oh goodness. Guys, and there's only 6 minutes left of this race. Come on, surely that's not too long to hang on for.
Is he gonna go? Or is he gonna just steer him?
Yeah. Oh.
And he keeps going. I thought he was gonna lose it. But that's open.
No.
The wall.
Yeah,
No, and that was really opportune.
No, went around the outside. Oh, just not close enough. I mean, just not enough space there.
Oh, such a shame, man.
he didn't injure himself.
And here's Justin Lotus.
Around the outside.
Can he stick it?
Yeah, he did. No, there we go.
Oh, that was well done, Farmer. He saw that this is what's happening, went around the outside, closed the door.
Oh, he's going on the inside. Is he gonna?
Yeah, that's definitely done. That's a great move there. What a move.
Ooh, and now they're gonna swap lines. He's gonna see if he could cut back, but he could not, and he got it just before this corner. This corner is a very crucial one. Whoever comes out in front has essentially gotten the right to the corner.
Yeah, that was good racing there from the both of them. Sure, absolutely incredible. So Etienne is on the back of Matthew, so I don't know where Matthew's like just dropping down. So 143.6 that last lap, so Matthew's struggling just a little bit there.
Yeah.
And Etienne, because Matthew was up there with Justin and David, so he was up in 9th and all the way down in 14th place.
Yeah, yeah, he's just narrowly trying to keep up with him at the moment. But now it's a battle between Ron and Henko. Yeah, again, we're seeing this a lot, like this trend of just keeping up within the train and then just hoping that someone would make a mistake. And yeah, so yeah, the top three have built themselves quite a distance gap.
Yeah.
Seeing as well with Isham, he has built himself quite a big gap from, as we saw from the start of the race. He's starting to ease in and get into that rhythm. So yeah, we're just starting to see everyone settle in. And then we might start seeing a bit more aggressive moves, maybe towards the second last lap or the last lap. Yeah, sometimes you just forget how short these races can be when you're so in the zone and fixated, and then you look at the time and you see, oh, I need to get moving. So we might start seeing desperation soon.
Well, look, at 3 minutes left, depending on where Tariq currently is on track, is that we might have 2 or 3 laps left. So we'll have 2 laps left. 2 laps plus this one. And that will... Oh!
There was a big incident that happened, and I was going to talk about how the Tariq and Muath are starting to reach the back markers. But yeah, I think that was made a hell of a... Oh, that's Isham that went off the track!
No, but...
Just right in the middle.
Chaos. Yep.
Right in the middle, and everyone's just trying to
Lucas, he's not moving. I don't know. Oh, there we go. So obviously, some sort of wheel stuff happened there.
Yeah, I think also maybe he was trying not to
did the right thing. He didn't move. He just kept still. I think moving there, I think, would have caused more chaos there. So that was fantastic from his side. Just to stay where you are.
Just panicked and realized, hold on, but he actually can't get this car moving. So rather just return to pit.
Yeah, I was about to say, because when it comes to these things, you don't want to get on the throttle and then move onto the racing line and cause an even bigger incident. So he was just kind of left there, just like, you know, what was he to do in the situation? And it's just very unfortunate. I'm just really surprised that everyone was able to get out of that unscathed.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, it became WRC for a second there, going on the grass, but yeah, everyone managed to make it through. And here we see, I think, a move for position.
No, that's Jason Landsberg just overtaking. Is that? That's not Ernst. That's not Fred. Oh, so that's Lucas in the pits. Who's that in that Porsche now? I'm not finding that Porsche. Maybe it's Dion. I've got to see the front because it looked like... No, it's not Dion. Sure. Not too sure that is. So, oh, here we go. Here's a possible move for Sean once again. Oh, he kept that move very late.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
tried so hard to keep up with the slipstream. He was really being greedy there, and he pulled out at a very late second. That was so unfortunate, because that could have been an easy move. He just needed to wait a little bit longer and just played a little bit safer. But you know, these things, when it comes to racing, it's split-second decisions, and sometimes we make the wrong ones, sometimes we make the right ones. But unfortunately, it ended out wrong for him there. It's really unfortunate.
I hope that he's safe. He didn't injure anything or damage anything.
You can order a little beer on the... Oh no, you can't have a beer. He's still got one more race to go. But maybe that's what it is, just to calm those nerves. Well, so we do have Tariq coming towards the end, and eventually, after a little bit too much curb, a little bit more curb than expected.
Yeah, I just ran a bit wide there. I just want to put out for the record, we do not condone drinking and driving. That off track.
Yeah. Well done, Tariq, taking the first rate, and that is the end of the race. So Mohat comes home in second place. Isham Domingo, great third place there for him. Henko fourth, managing to keep Ruan at bay. Chris Heineke, sixth place there for him. Justin, I'm sure we're happy with that seventh place. Jason Farmer in eighth. David Farrell in ninth place. Christian Vandenberg in 10th. Good result there for him. 10th, 11th there for Jason Landsberg, Ulrich de Jager in 12th, Matthew Waderley in 13th. Little touch of the curb there sent him flying. Etienne in 14th, Rob van der Heever 15th, Justin Davies 16th, Mark Hennebury, he's actually been quite quiet, down in 17th place. Charles Darden 18th there for him. Marius Bothma 19th place there for him. Dion is going to come home in 20th. Tyler Scott 21st there for him. Mafira, cameraman Tim is a little bit confused, 22nd there. Johan VDV 23rd. Robert Stoltz 24th. Timothy Gomez 25th place there for him. Andre Hildebrand in 26th. Sean, did he return to pit?
I'm not too sure. I think the damage was very severe. It would be very difficult to continue.
Well, your Brandon, big sideways moment there for him. 28th. So that goes 27th there for him. Louis Serfontaine 29th. Ernst Bredenham in 30th. Lucas Chabert 31. Fred Conradi in 32. And Sean Narero bringing that car home. And unfortunately putting it in the pits off the second corner. So a crazy first race, so much happening, but I must say, just in terms of the drivers and the willingness to give the space, I'd say hats off to them. Few little touches here and there. It didn't look like it was really anybody's fault, just miscalculation, but I think an absolutely fantastic first race. Considering this is the first one of the season, there's lots of new guys that haven't raced with each other, and if this is the quality that we're getting, I'm really looking forward to race 2.
Yeah, there was a lot of anonymous drives as well. Lots of people making up a lot of places just by, like, staying out of trouble and making sure you're there when the moment happens or when someone makes a mistake. So yeah, we saw quite a few, especially in the midfield, of a lot of people making up more than 10 places and just having a very clean drive in general. So yeah, very big ups to everyone involved. Yeah, let's see what race 2 has in store for us.
Catching up on the comments, guys, and we really do love the comments coming through, because I tell you what, that after the race the drivers do come back and they follow what's happening in terms of the comments, and it is part of your comments that keeps us entertained as well. Maria Rodriguez saying, not beer, Dylan, just a little bit of happy. Hey man, you can't say that. This is coconut. And the reason, this is my mother that's making comments like this, honestly. Maria. Antonio Gamble saying some very interesting moments and awesome racing. Thank you, Antonio. I'm sure cheering on there for her little baby boy. Oh, cute. And that is Jason Farmer's mom. Ron Heineke saying great first race. Dread Veresta saying good first race. Andre asking how many laps. It is 25 minutes and as many as we can get in. Thank you, Ron. And then Maria thinking my comment was funny. Thank you, Maria. And Flip on sale saying you're still a chop though. And when it comes up on the screen, I cannot ignore it. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, guys, we are going to be going into the second race. We'll be back right now. Paul Fenter is champion. Alex Moore from 4th place becomes champion. Chris Heineke is champion number 3 in the Porsche. Mohad Musa from Project Vapor is champion. And we have another new champion, Ryan Ottens. And out of the last corner, Henry Mayer becomes champion number 6. Andres Rodeo does it, champion number 7. So we are qualifying round number 2. It is dark. The braking points all of a sudden seem like they disappear, and where you think that was your turn-in point, it is no longer the case. 80, your preference, night racing, how do you feel about it?
Well, that definitely tests out your track knowledge. That I can guarantee, because you know your line is got, and it's going to be a breaking point differently. But I mean, that's meanness. It's also the lights and everything that gets reflected there. So there's a lot of distraction, and yeah, it's a nightmare.
And there's nothing worse than you having this oak on your butt, and all you're seeing is these flippin' lights in that mirror. And that's why I do not put a mirror on. If the car's got a mirror, I use it. Otherwise, I don't put the big mirror up in the top. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah, no, you gotta get used to it, and yeah, I know the first time that you do your first night raid and all that happens, it just throws you so off. You, but once you get used to it and you get comfortable, I don't know. Like I said, if you if you got good track knowledge, you shouldn't really be too worried about the evening. I'd rather do a night race than a wet race or something. Well, I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's all good.
Racing is racing, man. Racing is racing. So Jason Farmer will be the first one to get a time lap done for us, and right behind Johan VDV. We've got a Herod VDV. I wonder if that's family. I'm pretty sure that they would be family. Oh, Brandon Doy's just getting some additional grip before he goes into the last corner. Robert Stoltz also out early. Louis Serpentine out early. David Farrell, cameraman Tim, was confused again.
Yeah, and I also see Sham is out. So actually, there's like quite a few people going out now. And it's quite interesting because this is the moment in the session where there's not a lot of like benchmarks to base it off of. So you essentially are the base, the benchmark when you go out like first or one of the first few. So that depends on how you view the situation. It's either a good or bad thing. It could be good as in like you don't have anything to compare yourself to, so there's no pressure to like push in certain sections, so you just drive your own quali. But then there's also times where it's like, oh, you know, like, am I doing good enough? Am I not doing good enough? So it honestly depends on the type of driver you are and how comfortable you are with qualifying in general.
And your setups, because generally if you've got a night and day race, you'll have two different types of setups that you have to use in practice and get used to. So go from the day race, it's like all quick, and then obviously you got your nighttime setup that you do, and then it can throw you off in the beginning a bit.
And that's actually a good point to bring up, because now the temps are going to start coming into play.
Yeah.
This is a cold track. This is a very cold track.
41.6 for Jason Farmer. There we go. So top of the standings there for him.
That's provisional.
Oh, Sean Lerero, 40.0.
Very good time. Well, we might actually start seeing these times get developed onto now. We might actually start seeing more people get into the 40s.
There we go. Ulrich Diaco, 42.2. Etienne Matong, 42.7. Justin, 43.6. Johan, 45.6. Brandon Santos, 44.6. And it's going to be rapid fire from here on in, gentlemen. Robert Stoltz is out on his out lap. Louis Serpentine, he's going to cross the line. Where does that put him? He goes to fifth.
Five. Yeah, we also going to start seeing a lot of people start to make mistakes, because where it was initially grip on the track in the first quali, there's going to be significantly less grip. So you have to very much take it instinctively and remind yourself consistently, this is not daytime, this is nighttime, and your pressures might be off and your temps are going to be off. So it's very much just trying to go as balls to walls as possible, but at the same time make sure you don't go too far into the deep end.
Isham goes to second place. P2 for Isham. Coming out of the last corner now, Jason Landsberg. Let's see where that will put him as he crosses line. P4. Great qualifying there for him.
Hey Sox, how's it going?
Interesting.
Is your brother driving with you?
No, it's Justin Davies and I run together, and then Heineke, not Heineke, Van den Berg brothers.
No man, we've got a Gerard van der Venter.
Oh, that's my brother.
On stream, there we go. So he's cheering for you.
That's my boy. Yeah, we're busy building him a rig. He'll be joining us on the next season.
Awesome. Okay, Charles Darden on his Charles Darden on his out lap. Justin on his out lap. Henko on his outlap. Let's see, Christian van der Berg on his outlap. Then Sean Olivier, yeah.
That's his lap. This is his lap. Let's see.
This is it.
Ooh, he has the pace. He does have the pace to get into the top 10. Where does he finish? Ooh,
That's 5th place there for him. That's a good starting position for him. Ruan Hanneke, so he is out, and there's just something about a green racing car. I promise you. Or maybe I'm just biased.
Oh yeah, no, we're just gonna say bias.
Tyler on his flying lap. Where does that put him? He goes to P9. That's a great qualifying there for him. Mark Hennebrey in the Honda. He just seems to be struggling. Just hasn't been able to get this car hooked up. And as I say that, he puts it in 5th place.
Yeah, that's a good time from him. Here we see Gomes. And as he comes to start finish straight, let's see where he ends up.
12th place there.
Yeah, 5/10 off of getting into the 42s. Now we have Marius here. And this is, I think, his outlap. So now he's going to start his lap. And yeah, so is Ernst. He's also going to start his lap now. You can even see that specific line in the last corner.
Yeah, everybody goes very, very wide to get that straight line speed.
So let's see where Charles finishes up now.
Oh, that's going to cost him just a little bit of time.
But he keeps it out of the wall. Let's see where he finishes. And that is P8 of 142.4. Let's see where Henko finishes up now. And onto the start-finish straight he goes. This is a very long straight, I must say.
5th place there for him. The next person in line I double tapped on.
It's been musical chairs with this P5 at the moment. Everyone's just trying to compete for that P5 spot, and here comes Ron. As he's coming around the last corner, can he keep it nice and tidy, going onto the straight, carrying as much speed as possible, trying to just pray that he made the right choices every single corner.
P3.
And made a really good lap. That middle sector he had a few issues with, but man, that was a good quality time from him. Here comes Moath Musa, and then Chris Heineke as well.
On their outlap.
He's going to start soon. And
so we got Chris, Mohat, and Tariq still needing to put in their times, as well as Marius.
Yeah, a lot of these people are leaving it very late now. This is when the track is at its best, rubbering wise. This is where you're going to get most of the grip, but it's also very risky because you're leaving it till the last second and you're making sure that you can get across the line on time to get a time in to begin with. Oh, yes.
There we go. So here comes Ernst Brennanham.
There we go.
Let's see where he ends up.
P16.
Okay, yeah. 143.1 for him. Yeah, just shy of the top 15. And now there's going to be a few people now on track. It's the last people. I don't think there's anyone else on track besides...
Oh, he invalidated his lap.
Oh, what a shame. It's so easy to do that as well when you're really pushing it to the edge. And here comes Chris. And Tariq Adam with the fastest middle sector.
Did you see that?
Oh, but that means someone has a faster first sector. So now we need to figure out who's this fastest first sector to compare to.
So, so far, Sean has the fastest first sector.
Crazy. He was on it in that first sector because it's very difficult to nail every single... I told you, Sean has that pace and very much he put it to good use. So let's see how Chris's lap fared.
I've got some bad news, and Mohat Musa has destroyed his lap.
He's invalidated. Yeah, he's invalidated. He's starting from the back.
Chris, 6th place.
There we go, yeah. And now it's Tariq Adam. Has he got enough for that pole? I'm pretty sure he has. That middle sector is just killer at the moment. Let's see as he comes across the start finish, and that's pole. That is pole by 7/10.
Yo, that's an absolute cracker. And
40.
And
Brilliant.
Mohat is gonna be kicking himself because here he is in 31st place.
He's going to have to climb. He's going to really have to climb. In 25 minutes, he has to make through a big field, a 30-car grid that he has to clear through. And yeah, if he can manage to finish top 10, it will be a very good result. But knowing him, he wants to shoot even further. So he's going to be taking it very cautiously, making sure that he can make it through these first few laps. It's going to be very difficult to navigate these first few laps. You have very little visibility, very little grip, and a heavier car. So yeah, we'll see how this progresses.
I'm quite happy to see Mark Henry coming through. Like, ninth place there for him. Didn't really have a good race last time around. Let's see whether the night time helps him out. But an absolute cracker there from Sean, having unfortunately had that contact through turn 3, sent him off, went into the pits, and he's come back and hasn't quite got that pole, but he is going to be on the front row. And let's see whether he can get this Mustang to chase down Tariq.
Yeah, and that Mustang is incredibly fast in the straight. I mean, I've been just genuinely impressed with the top 10. They've just been playing musical chairs with this P5. But especially with the top 5, Jason Farmer, Ron Heineke, Isham Domingo, and Sean Lorero, and Tariq Adam. They just put really good times, you know. And we didn't really expect it as well, seeing from each of their sectors. We didn't really expect them to be so high up, but they just pulled it back in some of those sectors and then just pushed where it counted. So yeah, I'm really keen to see how this race unfolds.
And of the top 10, I don't know if you noticed that, 7 different manufacturers in the top 10.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I did not notice that.
Us in the mix.
Yeah. And probably it highlights the individual strengths they have, you know, with the Ferrari's cornering capabilities, and then the Mustang straight line, along with the Beamer's straight line. So each car was there because they utilized the strength of the car, the characteristics of the car.
Because it just throws you off. Like, see, when you're Endurance, you get so used to your eyes get trained because of the sunset, and it's like day, night. Good luck.
Yeah. literally night and day.
So
yeah.
Just catching up on the comments here. Maria, my mother, saying I'm waiting for my son to buy me a PC so I can join. Mother, where you been for the last 2 years? I'm said we're on PC. You need a PC, no PC, PlayStation 5. Donnie Fullion saying, go Sefontaine, turn the NOS on. Antonia saying, go Jason, go Farmer. She didn't say go Jason, my boy, because now we can't rip him about that. Griffin Boys all the way. Thank you, Antonia, from Ruan. And Toki saying, starry, starry nights, here the coconuts we go.
Oh, no way.
And that's why I never became a singer. But it's entertaining, isn't it?
Oh, it's very entertaining. Just keep doing it.
You can always use auto-tune. Apparently that works fantastic.
I don't think auto-tune's fixing this voice. See, even Toki says stop singing, please. And he's in the car, so he heard it from here. It just shows how bad my singing is. Okay.
There we go.
It's the warm-up to the start-finish straight. Everyone's going to try build some temps in their tires, and more importantly, their brakes. You have to make sure that this car can stop P1, because, you know, at any stage, someone could just slam on the brakes, and you need to be prepared for that.
Yeah, and in back of your head, you just say, please don't crash me, don't crash into me, don't crash into me.
Well, let's just hope that the guys have enjoyed the start from round 1 and realized that they can actually do it. So nice and easy, green light, and we're racing once again. It is heat 2 here at SARCO, round number 1 of season 3, and that McLaren is away rapidly.
I was about to say that was a good start from Tariq Adam. Everyone's trying to keep it clean, trying to go 3 wide, trying to make sure you don't hit anyone. Oh, there's been some contact in the middle, some contact again, I think with Jason. I think someone went off in the background. Everyone's just shuffling through, making sure they don't clatter with one another. And yeah, relatively clean for the first sector, but we're seeing a lot of exclamation marks. It's probably rubbing. It's nothing too hectic. Everyone keeps going. Everyone's trying to still make up positions. And here we have Marius making up some positions. And yeah, Tariq has used this opportunity to gun it from the field. And now Isham is trying to close that gap to Sean to see if he can get past him quite quickly. This is his prime time opportunity at the moment. And yeah, we are starting to see the midfield at the moment bunch up and like make and fight with one another. But yeah, relatively so far so good in terms of contact and just race etiquette.
It's fantastic. Look at this.
So yeah, we are seeing some drivers dropping down, changing places, a little bit of contact higher up on the field, but side by side, going through the mud shaft. No!
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
How did no one die? How did no one die?
No ways, that was amazing. Oh. Yeah, that's incredible. That could have turned out way worse than what it actually was.
I do not understand how no one went off unscathed.
It was just suffering,
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
Crazy. So we see Charles here has lost 8 positions, and we already see Tariq Adam setting a purple sectors. He is making sure that gap extends. He's trying to capitalize on Muath, being so low down. But speaking of Muath, I see he's 14th on the list at the moment.
I'm trying to find him, and you're correct. So there he is. He is up 17 places.
One lap.
He's on the hunt. He's
thirsty. He is running it like a bloodhound. He is sniffing out people. But now we see a battle here. And can he get on the brakes? Nice. He's ran a little bit wide. He's forced Alfred wide, and now he's gone on the grass. And then he's made the position up. Yeah, he ran too wide and he grabbed some dirt, but now he's being under threat by Brandon Dos Santos in the Mustang. But he's thought better.
Yeah, I think Brandon went a little bit too wide, and Ulrich moved to the inside just to go and defend that line. And he did everything right there, just to go and cut off that move, stop any attack from happening, and at least he's able to hang on to that place.
But behind him is Charles, and I think he just ran
wide.
He did.
Santos
ran wide.
Charles got the place.
Yeah, he's taken full advantage of that, but will the slipstream... Ooh, the slipstream is helping him big time. Oh, he's defending him. He knows he has to defend him into turn 1 to make sure that through the tight bits, he's out ahead. Because in these tight bits, he cannot catch up and get past him unless he makes a mistake. So yeah, he's managing and he's holding position, but he has his sights for more. He wants to get even further up the field. And this is just a scramble at the moment. Everyone's just all over the place. It's insane to watch.
Just fighting for just space on the track. So side by side, it's Ernst and Ulrich. Too wide through Clubhouse. You don't normally see that. Oh, wow. That was Ulrich around the outside of Clubhouse.
Wow. We thought people were going to take it easy in the dark, but they are not. Oh, someone's went off. It's the Honda of Henneberry. Oh, and he's rejoining, but he's lost.
Oh, that is hit that curb. That's Paul the Wolfings in the Honda. That. Yeah. No, he did well. The
narrow part of the track is just it's really unfortunate. Chris managing the pace at the moment, getting into the rhythm, making sure that he's not too close to anyone, just trying to see if he can close the gap up front. here's Tyler and Matthew. Matthew's been involved in a lot of...
With Mohat behind.
And just when you expect it the least, Moat is just coming through and he is tearing through the field. Oh, Tyler just hits the curb a little too hard. But now Moat wants to get past Matthew as soon as possible. He is going to be riding this insane amount of confidence he has at the moment. He's just trying to make sure that he can get through every single car as quickly as possible. And I made this, I said at the start of this race, if he makes a top 10, it will be very impressive. This will be a definite possibility in the next 5 laps.
There's still 18 minutes.
Exactly.
A monster draft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, didn't all feedback from the YouTube stream. There's people were saying that myself and Andre are a little too soft. They can't hear us.
How is that possible, man?
They're saying we're too soft. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Cuddly.
And we're screaming as well. We're screaming at all of this.
Well, now you should be a lot louder.
All right.
Well, I hope so.
Cool, man.
I could be wrong. Okay, so you're also full there. You're also full there.
Nice.
Okay. Awesome.
Sticking with Matthew.
Oh!
If he just stays within that slipstream, he might get him into T1. So onto the start finish straight. They're going, and he's the BMW, and it's straight line speed. He's going to utilize that to its max. He's going into the inside. Will Matthew fight this?
No, I don't think so. And I'm sure Matthew's like, there's no reason for me to fight it. Like, he's completely, it's not my race at the moment. The fact that Mohat got on him through the exit of the last corner, it's what Matthew should be doing is slotting in behind him and being followed, and let Matthew follow Mohat, and that's how he's going to get some additional places further up.
Fantastic driving senses there. That was nicely placed.
Long-term thinking, just to get Moat to tear through the field and then pick up the scraps as he goes along. So yeah, this has been a monstrous charge from him. And once again, the midfield is also on a charge with Charles. He's been making up quite a few places now. He's still trying to make his way even further. He's just glued here behind the Aston. And that Aston is quite good on the straights as well. So it gives the Beamer a bit of a run for its money. So he just has to make sure he's tight and clean.
And Mafira doing a great job. Like, he didn't really have a great race in the first one. Quali was okay, but definitely putting in an almighty battle. And look, I feel for Mafira. Mafira joined us for a couple of races on our console, and a few races ago, it was at Paul Ricard. He was in about 8th place, doing extremely well, and got caught with a car running a little bit wide. Mafira clouted in and basically sent him to Jesus. And Mafira is just one of those drivers that he's progressing all the time, and he's at that point now where he's almost now going to break into that top 10, and it's really awesome to see.
That's awesome. Oh, and he runs wide. Will Charles be able to make it through?
Don't cut him off! Oh my gosh!
And he lost a few positions.
Taking the chances around there.
And he's going around the outside now. Is going around the outside. Oh, but now it becomes the inside. Is he alongside? There's been some contact, but some rubbing. Oh, and
there we go.
Hold it.
You narrowly made it through. That was really good. It was a really good recovery from him here. This is... I did not expect... I thought he was going to get spun round. It was really unfortunate. I think...
if ever...
keep up with him and just make sure he got through the corner with him as well.
Yeah.
If ever there was a commentator's curse, that was it right there.
Oh yeah, and the Ford is coming. This is going to be interesting. Ford and the Aston.
Yeah, it's a battle of the two straight line speeds.
Yeah. This could be very interesting.
Back to Henko, just behind Charles, the 0.3 of a second. And in terms of their best lap times, there's 0.8 of a second difference. and it's Henko who's actually going quicker, so obviously just not able to find that opportunity to make that overtake, even though he is going faster.
As if you saw just for a little millisecond, Henko like darted to the left and then darted right back to the right. He wanted to maybe like scare Charles into going wide, but he thought better of it and he was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna stick with him for the straight and then see if I can like just make it into T1. But as we can see here, that M4 straight line speed, Charles is making sure he pulls in the right places, and yeah, they just they're tussling at the moment. We'll see if the rest of the pack starts to catch up because of it. But this has been a very fun dice to see.
Duo! David Farrell going a little bit wide, a little bit sideways there. And that's one of those opportune moments where you see your opponent in front of you goes a little bit wide and you say, oh, I can take advantage, put your foot down just that little bit too soon, and you just create your own problem.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the worst. I really it's so annoying to get into that tunnel vision where you are just making sure that you follow this man through, and then all of a sudden
so there we go, Mafira to the inside at Clubhouse. What a move. What a move. Yeah.
Mostly because it's very difficult to follow someone through that corner, and to get so close that you can pounce there essentially. So it was good on him there. And now Moath is in P11, sniffing Marius in P10. And yeah, here we go. Marius on the inside, Moath on the outside. Can he make it around the outside? Is he gonna run too deep?
No.
Moath has made it around the outside, and he has cleared him. He has went through. That is, this charge has been insane at the moment, and I just want to see where he finishes now. Now it's not even a matter of can he get into the top 10. It's where will he end up at the end of this race with such... But there's still 12 minutes left.
We're halfway through the race. It's just on halfway.
Maybe you could take position 5.
Yeah, exactly. There's how much
So,
that can happen.
Guys, and here's the interesting thing, is that Mohat's fastest lap is faster than David Farrell's. It's faster than Christian Vandenberg. It's faster than Jason Farmer. The same as Chris Heineke. The same as Ruan. And slower than Isham and Sean. So currently, in terms of his pace, he could probably get to a 7th. Otherwise, he needs to find more pace. But is that because he's stuck in traffic?
I was about to say, with the lack of clear air, it's probably hindered him a little bit. But even so, yeah, there is probably a lot more pace that he can probably tap into. I mean, we saw in race 1 the amount of pace he had when trying to chase down Tariq Adam. I think it's possible that he has a bit more in the tank, and he just needs to keep pushing. But yeah, Tariq Adam, I see his time there, a 140.2. That's just, he's in a league of his own at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Managing his race.
I know, he's making that McLaren look like lightning on this track. Lightning.
Yeah. Understatement.
I must say,
that's nice when you don't have that pressure. You just got that little gap, but then you just stop picking up the pace and the pace and the pace. It's nice.
Yeah, just managing it right.
thank you very much there, Billy. Yeah, there's been a whole bunch of stuff that's been coming through on the other mini feed, which I didn't even see. So Dion Fenter, he is subscribed. Thank you very much there. Robert Carr, he has liked this, as well as Maria. Hope you like it, mother. You better. And then Billy Teron. Welcome back, Billy. We haven't seen you for a while. Moi man. Hope you enjoying what you're seeing. It looks like Mohat is going to be making another move soon, because he's now right on the back of Christian Vandenberg.
Yeah, he's cleared David already and is now just 3/10 shy of getting on the rear of Jason Farmer. Or not Jason Farmer, sorry, Christian. And yeah, no, and Christian, he has shown us in the first race he can defend. He can make life difficult. So how difficult is he willing to make it for the man behind, Muaz Musa?
Wow.
He's going for it. He is going for it. He's sending it down the inside. Is he going to clear him? Is he going to switch back? Oh, he ran a bit deep. But can he keep it? They're going
he's got it.
Oh, yeah, he's got it. He's got it. He's bailed from Cheetah. He knows better than to go side by side in Cheetah. And
the car in the background. Did you see that? Marius.
No, I didn't. What happened? What happened?
Little scary moment there for Marius. Got himself all good as he sets himself up. Oh, the car just twitched on him.
Yeah, that was good on him. He saved his race big time there. I think there's been some contact between David and Christian for P9 and P10, but they seem to still be going, so it might have been some just fender bender kind of things.
Let's see if we can go back and have a look. Come on, cameraman. Okay. Oh, yo, what a move. Yes, like so that's where the contact was. A little touch going side by side, but all good, all good.
That was
now
mine.
we're going into this corner. Okay. Okay, we're going side by side for a second there. I had to like process what was happening as we come out of the replay. And yeah, this is Matthew. Now what's it? David is helping his teammate Matthew to get past him, and he's going down the inside. Can he make the move stick? Going.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was
they're going side by side. He's cleared him.
Oh, the fender.
Oh, he's giving them the space. Yeah, he's giving them the space, and he has cleared him. That was a good move.
But he's going to come back. Well done.
Just went for the undercut.
And all he's doing is just keeping Matthew on his toes, keeping that pressure going. Yes, John.
Come on, Jason.
I'm trying to see if you would go wide in that last corner, and then if you go super wide and you get a sharp, line, it really does affect your straight line speed onto that straight. But it didn't work out for him. So now we have Chris Heineke, who is closing the gap to Jason at the moment, and he's very much keeping a very consistent pace. I've been noticing he's been very much keeping those low 41s, and he's just been at it and just slowly building the gap. And now here comes the dirty air, and it becomes very difficult to follow people through these tight and twisty bits with so much dirty air. He needs to utilize those straight lines in the Bentley.
Well, there's more action happening here with our little three-way horse brigade, and Ulrich using all the track there, and this is between Tyler, Charles Darden, and Ulrich de Jager.
Yeah, this three-horse race has become quite intense. They've built a gap to the pack behind, and now they're going to ruin their chances of maybe getting to the front. Or to the front backs. The suspension did not like that one, but I think Scott now is defending.
That was a great move there by Tyler. As he came up the hill, moved the car into the middle, and would have had to force Charles to try go around the outside if there was any idea of a move.
The only issue is it has compromised his exit going onto this main straight, and that was so close.
He's keeping it.
He's opened the door. Watch. I think Ulrich's going to be able to get through now.
But they're not.
No. He hasn't. I was about to say, is Ulrich going to have a send on the inside there through Cheetah? Yowzers.
Yeah, we know Tyler Scott defends well. You can't just pass him.
Yeah.
He knows exactly where to put himself every time. It's very difficult to get through or pass him.
You have to make sure the move gets done with him.
I've only passed him because he's made a mistake. That's very rare. But otherwise, you fantastic fights you have.
Yeah, no, I can tell at the moment he has been giving Charles a bit of a headache. Charles has been trying everything. You can see he has the pace, but he doesn't have the space on the track to make any sizable dent in his defense. So, yeah, he's just hoping to stick with him and make sure that he's got enough slip. And, he ran a little wide there, but I think so did Scott. Made a mistake, I think, because coming out of the corner, he started to slow down a little bit. I think they both made a bit of a mistake going out of that corner, but now it's all about following. If Charles can just stick with him onto a main straight and just utilize that slipstream, he might be able to get past him.
I'll tell you what I love about the first race of the season is that you start seeing which of the drivers are comparable, and that's where these little rivalries start. So already we're going to see Tyler, Charles, and Ulrich going to have a go. Sean and Henko.
Big twist.
Double kiss. Oh, a third one.
It was so visually similar to the incident that happened in race 1, where he was like put into the wall. So it's really interesting that happened 3 times and nothing had happened. But yeah, very, very, very NASCAR bumping style, where it's everyone is fighting tooth and nail, and we're just happy no one had gotten seriously damaged in that. And I saw Charles got overtaken by Ulrich.
Oh wow!
And he's going down the inside, side by side.
I was about to say, isn't that where Matthew overtook Christian, and now Christian is trying to do exactly the same thing? He's going to go around the outside. He's going to set himself up at Clubhouse, and he should be able to get the move done.
And now he's got the inside, so he's got the ability to defend. But as we've been seeing from so many people, they can make it around the outside, but that's just not the case here.
And pulled Marius through. Check. So Matthew lost those 2 places. Christian has come back, and Marius has got that place as well. Let's see if we can get that from a different angle. Oh, okay, a little bit of a touch there between the 2 of them, and that just changed Matthew's trajectory, and that allowed Marius to go. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go through there and take that spot.
Be on that, and I think Matthew was trying to launch an attack on him, but now we see this 3-way battle is getting dicey, and we might see a dive on the inside. Oh, Charles is gonna let them battle it out, see what happens. Oh, but he might be able. Oh, he might be able to make up a position. Let's see. Does anyone bail out of Cheetah?
No.
Oh.
No,
but makes it.
But now there's Henko van der Berg, who's now been pulled along with this, and now this little 3-way battle has now got 5 cars in it.
Crazy. There we go. What was once a 3-horse race is now a 5-horse, and now it's just this continuous fighting is just chowing into their pace, and now it's just going to be this tooth and nail fighting. Everyone knows they're getting to the final stages of the race. They have to make these moves stick soon, because they're not going to have much time left. I'm pretty sure it's 2 laps remaining. I might be wrong, but it's 2 laps remaining from now.
And with all of them being so tight, but most of the cars, there's going to be like a disco in there, because you're just going to see lights in the screen inside the car. You're like,
Marius has got ahead of Christian.
Oh, Marius is the biggest winner of this battle at the moment.
But now, whoa, I'm confused. Like,
this back and forth is fantastic.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're just going at it. This race. And now it's going to soon become a 2-horse, because now they're allowing Marius to get away slowly but surely.
Etienne around the outside through the first space of the S's, and will Mafira be able to get the cut back down the hill? Look, they're changing positions again.
He's switching back, and who's going to be better on the brakes now? Who's got the better line? Oh, he's running very deep. It's going to maybe compromise his chances going onto the straight. Not really. He has a really good exit. And now the Aston is just slowly trailing away, just trying to claw back.
What's happened now? Hold on. Let's go back there and have a look. Side by side into Mineshaft. So that is Tyler Scott going on the brakes. Oh! Contact there from Sean. Oh.
Oh, that very unfortunate there. Oh, look at.
Here we go, Tariq.
Sure.
With a 10-second gap, he is making sure that he finishes the race and finishes the race in first. With Sean in second, Isham in third, Ron in fourth, and Jason in fifth. That rounds out the top 5. And they've been having a very controlled race where they're just managing their pace. And that is your race winner, Tariq Adam, with a whopping 10-second interval to P2. He secures P1 in race 1. He secures P1 in race 2. what a phenomenal drive from both races for Tariq Adam.
No, absolutely fantastic there for him. A back-to-back wins off the start. And let's just get some of the drivers in, because according to my initial calculations here, it is Ruan who gets third overall, Isham gets second overall, and then Tariq the win overall for the day.
Yeah, that sounds like about right. I also wanted to bring to attention Moath did finish P8, so he didn't manage to get the P7 like Adrian had predicted.
I was thinking 5 the way he was going. I thought, nah, he's a monster. Yeah, he's gonna go there. Yeah.
It's just unfortunately not enough time in the race to make up that many places. But including just how tight the midfield was, where it was just constant fighting back and forth. It was just incredible racing from everyone, especially in the second race. It was very tooth and nail. Everyone had a feel in the first race for how everyone was racing and who to look out for with their respective pace. And yeah, everyone just gave it their all in the second one.
Oh, yeah, they were definitely hungry this race. They were hungry to get some good points this time. So with a short time, get what you can, and yeah, that was good action.
There's a great result there for Morris. You can see that 10th place there for him, so up 7. Christian 11th, Matthew in 12th place, Ulrich de Jager 13th, good result there for him. Charles 14th, then Tyler Scott 15th, 16th is Sean, 17th is Louis, Robert 18th, Henko 19, Etienne 20, Mafira 21. Unlucky there for him. Sorry about that, Curse Mafira. I won't speak about you next week. Ernst 22nd, Lucas Robert 23, Timothy 24, Brandon DeSantos 25, Robert Stoltz 26, 27 is Justin, 28 Andre, Freddie in 29th, and Dion Fento in 30th position. So absolutely a crazy race, so much action, just cars everywhere was kind of the theme for this evening.
Yeah, you can even pick a driver. Everyone was just, they drove fantastic. That's for sure.
Just going 3 wide and then just pulling in and out of slipstream. It was just nose to bumper type stuff. Really great stuff like that we want to see here in this league.
Oh yeah, I mean, in that sprint race, you didn't know who to look. It was just action everywhere, and that's what you want, and that's fantastic.
Right, guys, we're going to get our top 3 in the chat. Let's get going. We'll start off with Mr. Ruan Heineke. A great result there for you. Our initial calculations put you in P3 for the day. Why is there stuff missing? That's not the one I wanted. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Ruan?
Sure, this was a tough race, Dylan.
It took about 12 seconds to basically find your thoughts there.
Yes, I was trying to hold on to Isham, but no, I just couldn't hold on to him. Every lap will just pull 1 or 2 tenths. Yeah, an awesome drive there, Tariq. Yeah, that's great pace there. And this is an awesome race. Not gonna lie.
Absolutely fantastic look, and it seems like the driver's briefing did help. There were a few little contact moments, but everybody, I'd say, obeyed the line. They held their line, and we actually got down to racing really awesome. So a big thank you to those drivers. Isham, second overall there for you, even though Mohat was ahead of you. You've got some really good pace there, and we're actually commenting is that just over the last couple of seasons, just your pace in general has increased, and definitely a man to watch.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. What a race. Hats off to Ruan. I was worried about him because I saw his pace in practice, so well done there. And then well done to Tariq, our local alien. That was brilliant, man, watching you. I think if Musa didn't mess up his quali, I think he would have had you in that second race.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I wasn't at my best performance for this race. I had some glitches throughout the race, first race and second race. Every lap, some stuttering and happening. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I couldn't push it too much. I even pushed the TC up a bit just in case I went a bit squabbly. But yeah, I'm happy with the result. I'm happy to be here, and thank you to you guys.
No, absolutely awesome. If you're getting like a little weird frame rates, just go check your temperatures. It might need a little bit of cooling.
Yeah, I've got the AC blowing on this PC and it's still stuck.
Okay, cool. So that's not the problem. Let's go to you, Tariq. An absolutely fantastic qualifying. I'm sure you're definitely watching the rearview mirror in that first race with Mohat. He getting the fastest lap, but you just pulling those couple of tenths every single lap, and able to get the back-to-back win.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was pretty chill. I think it was a good race. I kind of knew his pace, so I was just chilling at the start, trying to save tires, not push too hard. So yeah, when I had the opportunity to go for a quicker lap, I kind of messed it up, and then after that, I was just keeping a solid pace to keep the gap, and yeah, that's basically the story of first race.
We did catch you avoiding the Ferrari that was stuck there on 2 and 3. That was quite an interesting moment.
Yeah, it was, but luckily, like my overload came up on the screen where it was, so I just managed to slow down, avoid it, and yeah, took no risks. I almost like stopped and went really slowly through. So
no,
yeah, didn't want to throw away anything.
No, 100%. No, absolutely fantastic. And I think a great start to the season. And if this is the level of racing that we're going to have, man, oh man, we've got a tough one coming. A big thank you to our sponsors, guys, NAG, as well as our friends at Pablo Clark, as well as MSR. And I keep getting it wrong. Vitalis. I'll get it. I'll get it. I promise. And then to 80 joining me in the comms box, as well as our guest, previous champion, Andres Rodeo. Thank you very much for joining us as well. Guys, we're looking forward to seeing you next week, Wednesday.
Yes.
We go to Valencia for a 1-hour race. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you, everybody. Keep practicing, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.